everybody, it's me, Ashley Brooke. Sorry, I look like poop right now, so it's been a long day. So I came on real fast just to answer some questions that another mom I saw she had posted on the Facebook. So she says that her child is urinating everywhere. He's 8 years old. He keeps going to the restroom everywhere. And I know exactly what she's talking about. It's super, I'm on the spectrum myself, and I had like issues with potty training growing up also. But I never had such an intense issue to where, you know, like the situation that this lady's dealing with, and also my own. My son, for a very long time, was pooping, you know, because he has issues with the gut, you know, the microbiome I was telling you guys about before, and I didn't know what it was before. I didn't know that was a medical condition, but he kept pooping everywhere, and I couldn't even fall asleep for like 20 minutes. Like, you know, I couldn't take a nap with my daughter without waking up to like little piles of poop everywhere. On the bed, I'm talking on the bed, I'm talking, he'd use the restroom and spread it on the walls, even, you know? And I was like, and then when I would tell him, Ozzy, like, what are you doing? And he would look at me and smile and start laughing. And I'd be like, I know he understands what I'm saying, because I have detailed instructions and he follows it. My son are like, I'm my children, so I know them very well. I know that he understands everything I'm saying, you know? And so, confusing me on why he was giggling. I'm like, does he not know that he's not supposed to be doing this? You know, or sometimes when I would even be like, I wake up and I'd be like, oh, when I see all the poop on the bed, on the wall, I'd be like, oh my God, you know, and I'd be like, and I would get up and be like, oh my God, Ozzy, like, really? Like, I'd be like venting to him, like, not abusively, you know, but I was just an over-exhausted mom, you know, and I was just like, oh my God. And I'd be cleaning, like, you know, like scrubbing the wall. But you can see the whole, like, me, like, you know, and I started to realize, like, hey, maybe he's getting some sort of attention, you know? Maybe it, I know it sounds crazy, but maybe because I go and I tend to him and I'm still getting up, I'm still saying his name, and I'm still cleaning up the mess, and then after I'm going back to him and I'm hugging him and I'm setting him up so that he's clean and everything's good. And then I was like, maybe I'm doing it wrong. So like, I was taking this parenting class not that long ago, and I was reading this section in the book, and it was talking about you know, ignoring, like the technique to ignore. And it was like, I can ignore my kid. Like, my son will if I ignore it, you know. Putting little poop on my head, you know. No, it's not gonna work. And then the more I read it, I thought, this might work. My son loves it, right? He's tablet, he's always on his video games. So I was like, okay, next time he poops, you know, while I'm napping, I'm just gonna do the ignoring technique. So I was laying down one day after school, and I was, you know, me and my daughter were taking a little nap. Well, we are watching a cartoon. We were all watching a cartoon. Sorry, my speech messes up sometimes. So we were watching a cartoon, and then me and my daughter, of course, we dozed off. And I guess Ozzy had to use the restroom. He didn't wake Mom up. He wiped it on the bed frame, on the, and He can't hear me right now, you guys. I'm right close to the door. I don't want to shame him, you know, like that. It's important that I show you, so it might help. So when he put it on, I saw it spread on the wall and stuff. I got up and I had no expression on my face. I didn't react at all. Not facial expression, not through my body language. I didn't go to him and be like, oh my God, Ozzy, his name, didn't do any of that. Got up, didn't even getting eye contact with him. Just stood calm, went, got the necessary things. I cleaned it, and then I took it, and then his tablet was in the bed. I could see like through the, he was like, kind of like, from the fact that I didn't respond to him. Like, Ozzy, what the heck, or you can't be doing this, or get up. You know, I didn't say anything to him at all. I didn't even look at him. And he looked worried. And at first I was like, oh shit. And he was just sitting there like, and I was like, oh my God, I hope I'm not, you know, making it worse. So, but I was like, nothing else has worked. I'm just gonna try. I got his tablet, you know, I put it on top of the it's like a high shelf. So I just cleaned everything up. I got, like, come here. But I didn't give him attention. I didn't look at him, didn't pay attention to when he tried to say. I just like, all right. And he went to bed, took the tablet, put up top, and he's like my tablet. He's like, and I just ignored it. And he reached like that with my tablet. I just ignored it. Walked away for a second. I went into a separate room, but not like to where he's not being supervised. But I walked away. I gave him like a distance. So he didn't get a reaction. He didn't get the reaction, and he was like, and then the very next time he did that when I was sleeping, he woke me up and he walked to the restroom, and he waited there, and I was like, oh, good job. He still shook it out of his little pants in the restroom. And I was like, and I told him this. I said, oh, you woke me up. Thank you for waking me up, Ozzy. Good job. I bet next time you go in the toilet, huh? And so high five to waking mom up. It wasn't exactly what I wanted him to do. The main objective was to get that boy to go and poop on the toilet, you know? But he has certain parts of his, you know, sensory issues, parts of his development, you know, where he's a little more delayed in certain areas. And because I was, in the very beginning, he was going back and forth with dad, me, and he was with the grandparents, so it was kind of like, I babied him a lot, you know, in the beginning, and I didn't know, I would just do everything for him, kind of, you know. I wasn't sure where he was, you know, in his development when he was younger. And I just didn't. I just wanted to make sure I was being, you know, being nice to him and my son. So I wouldn't say that was a mistake that I made, because me and my son have a very, very tight relationship today. It's beautiful. But at the same time, I wish I would have did more research and actually went with my instinct, because I'm autistic, and a lot of times I was like, oh, well, not all autism is the same, so I don't know. I'm not going to act like I know when it comes to my son. I'm going to get the professionals to step in, because I don't want to make a mistake, you know? But the more older I get and the more I see and the more I've been trying techniques with my kids, I realize that, yeah, I should have went with my instinct. Mothers know best, I think, really. And if they don't, they're going to go search it out and figure it out, you know? So definitely try the ignoring technique. The mom out there who asked about this question. If they're peeing everywhere, don't respond to it with a reaction. Just go, clean, and then take something away that they really you'd like to use. Put it up top. The next morning, though, give it back to them. And if they keep doing that, take it away to the next day. Make it a whole night. I would suggest trying that. I don't know if I'm telling you, like, you know, I'm not an expert, but I am autistic, and my son went through this, and it works. So now Ozzy never poops on the walls anymore. He did a quick turnaround. The behavior stopped of the throwing poop out and smearing on the walls and stuff. That all stopped, and it took about a week, I would say, and it was done. So I hope that helped mom out there who asked the question. If you need more like step-by-step guidance and how to do it, or if you want to tell me more details about it that you think that might not work, that approach, we can figure it out together. I definitely am interested, just because I like to know exactly what I'm talking about, and I'm pretty sure that will help, because I feel like my son, I love my son to death. Oh my God. It's very heartbreaking to see your child struggling like that, you know? So reach out. We will go through this together. I'll help you figure it out. And I know that Ozzy struggles a lot, like with a lot of those type of behaviors, you know, when he doesn't understand what he's doing is inappropriate. You know, he'll put his hands in his pants, like to scratch himself in front of, you know, anybody. You know what I'm saying? He does little things like that when he's not aware. He'll spit, you know, he'll do some really, you know, really alarming like behaviors to people that don't understand his diagnosis. So and it's hard for a mom to go through that alone, you know, to protect your child, but at the same time correct the behavior, you know. So yeah, I'm here for you. Message me if you need to. If you want to talk over the video thing too, you can definitely do that. And we can see how we can, you know, help these kids. All right, bye guys.